What's up, everybody? Um, my YouTube name is Wacko71, but this is a different channel. It's been a long time since we've uploaded to this channel. It was supposed to be a car channel for all my friends from high school, but it's been a long time. I've graduated. I'm a freshman in college, but I have gotten a new car that is worthy to be on a car channel. So I have a 2004 BMW 325i. It's in decent condition. It's like only 80-something thousand miles. All the things that's wrong with it is just this fender. And this fender from the previous owner hit like a rock in a driveway and then a light pole. But I've been doing just casual upgrades with it. Not upgrades, but fixing it. This window's kind of messed up. It's off track, but I kind of fixed it. It was leaking air. This window, tint's peeling all off. There was tape on it because the regulator broke and the window wouldn't go up all the way. But I fixed the regulator and I took all the sticky shit off the window that I could. It's still kind of, inside it looks worse. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean, I did the best I could. I'm going to put a muffler on there soon, hopefully. But yeah, it's just a project car, I guess. But right now, I was getting an engine code for an air intake leak from somewhere. So I have this taken off. This little nose or whatever right here broke, unfortunately. But it'll still work until I get a new upper intake hose. What the hell? A bird just flew in here. It'll still work until I get an upper intake hose, or yeah, order a new one, put it on there. But currently I'm working on the DISA valve, which goes right here. Then this F joint or whatever. This hose probably needs replaced soon because it's peeling pretty bad. One second. Had to turn the flash on so you could see, but this hose is getting in a pretty bad condition here. I'll probably need to replace it soon, but I'm not worried too much. But this hose goes down to the fuel pressure regulator under the car. This one right here completely broke. So we went to the parts store, got some just like vacuum tubing that'll fit onto the end of it, so I can fit it into this F piece right here. And then I'll need another piece for the other side so I can put it on the fuel pressure regulator. But I'm working on this DISA valve right now. I got this O-ring. It's a 35489 from O'Reilly's. It's like a water outlet gasket for Mazdas, Fords, and whatever. Doesn't really matter. It fits on there, and I need a new O-ring. I've been trying to peel it off, but yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I got something updated. Alright guys, I got this cleaned up a little bit. There's a gasket that goes around right here. What I did is I took these picks and I kind of just scraped at it until, you know, it loosened up a little bit and got most of it out. And then I took a screwdriver about the width, like a flathead, and just scraped it all around. And then I took this rag and I cleaned it all up. Got some of the little chips out, the gasket chips out of here, because you don't want gasket chips in here. I'm assuming you wouldn't. There's still a little bit left right there, but you get the point. But I got that cleaned up. Time for the O-ring, and then we'll put her in. Alright, so once you got that put back in, it's not going to be in all the way. You got to take the Torx bolts that go right there, and then there's one right under here that goes in there, and just tighten them down evenly, and it'll push it in there and get it all sealed. But you don't want to do it too much, or else it'll not seal, obviously. Alright, so we got the DISA valve in there. You need a T40 Torx bit. This is just from a screwdriver set, but my screwdrivers are way too big. So, once you get that done, it's all sealed and everything. You take the connector, you can just snap that back on there, back into place. I pulled it out the wrong way, but, you know, whatever works. There we go. You can just snap that back on. I need to get this line fixed real quick. Alright, so I got the other end of this off, which goes to the fuel pressure regulator or fuel filter, whatever. I kind of cut it a little bit too much right there with a razor, but it's alright. I'm just going to slip this over the top and then connect it on there. But it should be good after that. Alright, so we got this end on there nice and tight. And then we're going to run this line down through the clips. It's kind of hard to see, but there's one clip right there in the middle of the screen right there. And then there is another clip right here. Let's find it right there in the middle. And you just clip it into those lines and run it down under the car. And then you should be good. So we got the line clipped in now, and now we got to get under the car. I'm going to grab this though, in case I need to cut some more line off of this fuel pressure regulator or filter, whatever. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. It's right under here, under the car. There's a little plate right there that you have to take off. But my jack isn't that great, so 1 second. So once you're under here, this little piece right here is where that line comes from, which is up under the car right now, which I need to find right here, and it just goes into the side right there. But I gotta get this off, which is disintegrated, so it may be a minute. Okay, so luckily that wasn't too hard. Then you just gotta take this line, get it on there nice and good. Have a little bit of flexibility there, it'll help. And then you gotta put this plate back on, and I'll show you where the screws go to that in a little bit. But I'm going to make sure it works first, so we're going to go up and plug that in and put everything back together. Okay, so now that that's ran, here's the end of the line. We're just going to put it in this F connection here. Forgot the actual name for it, but we'll put it in the F thing. That goes into here. This one's broken. I need to get a new one. I don't know if I've mentioned that already. Then we just got to tighten down all these connections to the lower boot, and then clip in this connection for the mass sensor, which here's my air box. I didn't take the MAF out, but here's the filter. Here's the air box, the top of it with the MAF, and there it is. And then the lower part of the air box, it's right here, just a couple screws. Just put it in there like this, and you're good. Alright, we are almost done. I got the air intake box back in. There's this little piece that connects right here that goes up front, and I'm not sure what it's for, but it's really annoying to get in there, but I got it in there. And then I got this hose on. It's not tightened yet, but this little C-clamp or whatever they're called right here, it's a pain to get a screwdriver in there. So what I'd use is a swivel, and then you're going to need a 6mm. It's a 6mm swivel. And I just put it on there and tighten it that way, and it makes it a whole lot easier. Alright, so change of plans. I got a very long extension thing set up with a swivel on the end, and I just ran it back behind the dipstick and connected it on there like so, and then I just tightened it up that way. It made my life a little bit easier. I hope it's tightened all the way. We will find out. If not, I'll have to go back in there and tighten it, but it seems pretty tight. This hose is not coming apart, so now we just got to put the filter back in and then the top of the box back on, and we should be good. Alright, so we got the box back in. Just had to clip these on. Got to tighten this up real quick. Make sure that's on as far as we can get it. Plug this back in. Let's just snake this down real quick. Back under how it was, I believe anyways. It'll be okay. Maybe. kind of difficult to do with one hand, which is why I haven't been recording this whole time, but come on, sucker. There we go. Pull that through. Make sure it's the right way. Clip that in there. Make sure she's on there. And I gotta tighten this down real quick. Don't know what that was. My parents are home, so making weird noises. Just make sure she's nice and snug on there. I'll get the shorter one. That would probably help a lot better. Yep. Sorry if the filming's bad. I'm trying not to watch the camera. Instead, look at this. Alright, now that is pretty tight. This, even though it's broke, goes back in there very roughly. I'll have to do this without the camera. Alright, so we got that in there. We got the tubing. It's a little long. I could cut it if I felt like it, but we're just going to make sure it works first. Got that, the DISA clip plugged in. This is tight. These are tight. The bottom's already done, so here's for the moment of truth. Make sure my car works. Hopefully, actually, let me clear some stuff off real quick so it doesn't fall in the engine bay. I also broke this little clip right here. This one's fine. I don't know if something's supposed to be in there, but there wasn't one in there. It's pretty loose, but it's not like it's the end of the world. Hopefully she runs. Oh. See if we have a vacuum leak. So, it sounds like there is a leak coming from this DISA valve still. So, I may need to take it back apart and oil up that O-ring some more. Hopefully it'll work out. Alright, so I got it back out. What I did was I put some WD-40 on a rag and just kind of moved it all around the edges, just to keep from just spraying it on and causing a mess. But now I got to put it back in, try to make sure it seals. I may have to mess around with this edge a little bit, maybe put WD-40 on that side, and then we should be good to go. Alright guys, so after taking this thing off a couple times, decided to use some oil I have, because I have an oil leak, so I carry around oil all the time. Just oiled the O-ring, oiled the little inside part, and I got it all snug for most of the part. It still sounds like it has a little leak. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear the difference. The throttle response is a little bit better. See if you guys can even hear a difference, but it sounds a lot better than it did. That O-ring sealer on this that was leaking, and then this tube obviously cracked and broke, this one right here. But yeah, it's running good now. I'm gonna order the actual O-ring for it and just throw that on at a later day, but for now we should be good. Hopefully I don't get any more codes. It It's all clean right now except the airbag code because I took the door off and yeah. But yeah. Alright, so for this pan under here, there is 5 bolts. One of them I accidentally kicked under here. There's 2 right here on the side of this. That goes up right on the side right here. And then there is 1, 2, and then there's a 3rd right there. And I'll put it in and then I'll show you guys where those holes are at. Okay, so I got those bolts in. One goes right here. This is the plate. One goes here. One goes right here. There's another one up under here. Right there. And then there is some under this little area right here. That one. And then there's one behind it. That's hard to see. But there's one back there as well. There you go. Those 2. And again, that is right under the driver's side door. Right here. That's where that plate is. And you should be good. Now, I can put the underplate back on. And then, well, I'm going to get the rocks off there first, but then we should be good. Alright, and after a long 7-hour process, because it took a while to get some parts, she should be ready to go. Let's get her poles out here out of the garage. Ah, that purr. All right.
System ready.
Let's roll that window down more. Sounds good to me. I bet I look like crap right now because my engine's dirty, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you want to see anything else. Shut up. Comment down below if you want to see anything else. I have a lot of plans for this car. I want to do coilovers, lowering springs probably before that. I'm planning on getting a muffler because I don't need a whole exhaust. They're way too expensive. I just want it a little bit louder, a little bit more growl, so I'll get a muffler welded in there. And then, yeah, get some rims, nice wheels, daily it. Oh, and fix those fenders. I need to fix those fenders. And the headliner sags. That one, especially in that corner, is just falling down. So I need to get that fixed, get the tent redone, you know. But it'll get there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.